I don't want to use monetary, but these days now, especially around here, I don't know whether it's because of culture or tradition, I think it all starts from parents celebrating their children that are more successful against the ones that are not too successful.
That happens everywhere in the world.
Yeah, but I think that is where the materialism or the quest for everybody wanting somebody who can, what can you do for me? Can you take care of me? I think that's most of the basis now for love or romantic,
But I think that most times these things go back in history. Traditionally, historically, men have been burdened with the responsibility of taking care of their women.
Yes.
Right, and by inference, their households.
I agree, but it's just the way the African man takes care of his woman, it's not even romantic. Everything is like, I'm not saying we should be like the white man, but women are emotional, I can bet you there are some marriages and some husbands who have not said I love you in the last 7 years.
That's deep.
Understand? I can bet you, especially around here. After all, I give her everything she wants. She has a good car, she has a good house. I give her all the money she needs. That's not the end of it. There should be some. So
you believe that we should be as expressive as possible?
You should be friendly. You should never ever see your wife as your wife.
How do you want to see her?
As your girlfriend. You know how you treat your girlfriend when you are dating, you're
going to have to explain that to me.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do the things you used to do before the kids. The same, take her out, you play, you do things like, let me make a confession. I think it rained like 3 or 4 days ago. But all of us were in the rain. The kids, my wife, and I were running around the house and playing in the rain. Those are things I used to do when I was a kid. And we're still doing it. Okay. Or get pipe water and start chasing each other.
You're just saying like creating a quality time
you have to.
For yourself and your wife as against just for the children alone.
Yes.
But that
apart from children, you are not getting what I'm trying to say here is that the African man believes that once he can provide money for you, that's it. That's love. That's romance.
It's not all Africans, so it's just that there is some classification that says that's the way they all behave.
Sometimes some women, let me not say what women, don't help it. They are also money. So the man feels okay. She doesn't even care about me. It's money. Okay, take money. Let me just be my own.
Okay,
you understand?
Now I'll challenge you about something. You said the men don't cry, right? Or you said they don't cry. And I said, men cry. I've seen men cry. I cry when it's necessary, you understand? And it doesn't stop me from being a man. Now, would you say that concept of the man in Africa not crying is not also part of the culture that forbids us from expressing how we truly feel? And it is reflecting on our romance and romantic life.
You see, we when we were talking about cry, we spoke about tears. Have you ever heard when an African man is wailing in pain?
Yeah, still crying.
But there's no tears.
He doesn't shed.
But you feel his pain.
He may not be shedding some tears.
That's what I mean. Okay, a man is supposed to be a shoulder that you can cry to or lean on. So you as a man, you are crying. What would the woman do? Where will she lean to? Where will she fall to? Who is going to console the children or the woman or the other people? You are the man. That's what it takes to be a man. So be a man. You can't be,
That is something that I think I will look for a day that I bring you back in the studio and get other people who would express their own positions too. Because really, I believe that it is easier.
Even if you have to cry, nobody should see you crying.
Why can't you be
Because
seen?
you are what they look up to.
Yeah.
It is you that should stop them from crying.
But you also have needs.
Then you go and take it with God.
And the
that
people,
with God.
And the people in
go
your house,
to your room and cry and then Tell God what you want to do. Then wipe your tears and come and be strong for them.
And the people in your house don't know how you truly feel, and they will keep thinking that you are a
But
very
you tell
strong
them by
man.
crying.
No, I mean, if your emotions break out, let it be free.
Wallahi, but you never wanna come.
You have to explain what your life means now.
I don't agree with that. That's
You
what
don't
I
agree
mean.
with me. All right. I think we should take a break now. When we come back, we'll continue our conversations with Zaki Aze. Please stay tuned.
Maybe you cry for me a bit.
Yes, you're welcome back to Timeless Conversations. And I still have Zaki Aze in the studio with me. Zaki, it's really nice to have you here. Now, let's go back to the things we have said so we can move on to the things we're about to say. Okay. And that's specifically the fact that a man cannot cry or should not cry or should cry. But, well, in the interceding period, you've had a little bit of a change of mind.
Well,
or a little bit of a rethink.
Yes. You know, you can't know it all. You know, sometimes. So, at the angle that you are coming from, or the way you are looking at it, I think there may be some sense in it, because sometimes it's. I just feel that if you want to express yourself, you should. You can do that, quietly on your own, where nobody is seeing, because you represent the head of the family and all that. But it's also good sometimes for people to know that even the head can break down, so that people are also, so that you get some attention that could probably save your life. Or
exactly. Somebody with you came on the scene, right, and you were pivotal in the change of the music types and the listening choices of the Nigerian audience. It's almost 30 years now. Are you feeling old?
Not really. I'm not feeling anything yet. It's the grace of God. Yeah. I'm not feeling anything yet, both physically, musically, spiritually.
Okay. Now, spiritually, you've had a very interesting encounter
with God.
Yes.
Man. Sometimes I feel as if I'm the only one that exists. Because he's mindful of even things that I did not expect him to put his mouth. He put his mouth.
Okay, tell me about that one where you were
already bought some Jeeps. I remember Paul Play bought X5 then. A BMW
X5.
So